As I was migrating the storytelling content from the storytelling course to the Creating Insights with Insight Maker course this morning, I realized that the embedding function made sense to be part of the publishing segment of the course. So let me go ahead and explain in this video what embedding is and why you're likely to find it very useful. Now, this is the scenarios model that I used in the advanced storytelling segment, which just the storytelling walks through and provides an unfolding of this model. And once it's finished, then it provides these buttons so that you could go ahead and click on these buttons to run either one of the models on your own. But rather than do that, at this point, I want to go over here and look at the share option, and there's an embed this insight in another web page. So when you click that, what it does is it gives you a set of iframe code, which says the source is insightmaker.com, and you want to embed it. And then it says top bar equals 1, which means the top bar is visible. You could change that to 0, so it's not visible. The sidebar equals 1, which is visible. And you change that to 0, so it's not visible. Zoom equals 1 means fill the space, enlarge the model to fit to the window. 0 means leave it whatever size it was. The title never actually gets used any place. And here's the width and the height of the iframe that your model gets dumped into. So if I copy this set of code and I go to Systems Wiki and I create a new page, so Insight Maker embed demo, which doesn't exist. So I create this page, and because I'm embedding this in a wiki page, I have to wrap some code around it, which you won't have to wrap around it if you put it in just a regular web page or a blog or something. What I have to tell the wiki is that this is a set of HTML code that's showing up right in the wiki itself. So what I did, I simply said I want to center this. It's what follows is HTML. Here is the iframe code that I copied, and here's the end of the HTML and the end of the center. So if I now save this page, and there is the model, though it's a little small. And the top bar is closed and the sidebar is closed. But those are closed because of what the model does. When it starts up, there's code that causes the top bar and the sidebar to close. So they're ending up overwriting what's actually in the embed code. So I want to go back here and I want to make this, let me make this 900 by 600. That might be a bit more reasonable. So if I now save this, I could probably use it a little bit wider. It's sometimes it's a lot of trial and learning to go on here, but sooner or later you sort of get it to the size that you want in the space. And now here is this Insight Maker model embedded in a page in my wiki, so that if I go ahead and step through this, it does the same thing on this page that it does in Insight Maker, only someone doesn't actually have to go to Insight Maker. It's inside of this wiki page, or it could be inside of your blog or your web page. And now that this part is here, it's finished, you can actually go ahead and click this and it will run just like it did, because it's all the code just got folded in underneath. So you can embed your Insight Maker models in other places, which is why I think it makes sense for it to be under the publishing option, because you're essentially taking your Insight Maker model out of the Insight Maker environment and surfacing it in some other environment to publish it to an audience. And over the years, I have found the embedding capability really, really useful, so that a person doesn't have to be in Insight Maker. I can let them interact with the model in an environment that is appropriate for what it is that I'm discussing. So I might be writing an article about some aspect of systems thinking, and I want to have a real demonstration right in the middle of the article, so I can go and create an Insight Maker model and then embed that right in the web page article itself, so that the person reading the article can interact with the model as at that point in the story, and then they can continue. So hope you find embedding meaningful and useful, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.